If he dies on our porch, he can probably sue us or something, right?
Shut up, Billy!
Calvin and Emily bring Tycho out of the basement. As they pass through the kitchen, Fig lifts his head.
You feeling better, huh? Thank you.
Fig runs off. Later, they reach Calvin's.
Oh, Tycho!
Calvin hugs him.
Hey, Fig, when did the Top Dog final start?
Fig checks his watch.
8 minutes and 22 seconds ago. Why?
Emily smirks at Calvin.
You're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
You and Tycho have to compete. And you have to win, otherwise Preston will.
It's up to him. What do you say, boy? Up for getting exploited one more time?
The kids and Tycho pile into a minivan with Mr. Wheeler in the driver's seat.
Dad, gun it! We have a dog show to win! Buckle up, everybody!
Welcome back to the...
And you know, the part that gets me the most is that if you look at their flippers, they're really paws. Fingers. Made over with skin. I guess when they returned to the sea, they had to give up their hands.
Wow. With no hands, there'd be no writing.
Yeah, no writing, no music, no art.
Do you think when they went back to the sea, they had to choose to give up their hands?
I don't talk in public, remember?
Okay, I didn't get angry, and everything still went wrong. What happens if I never get angry again?
Well, it's hard to say.
Show me!
Expedition note. My exploration of the volcano proceeds on schedule.
Wow, hot.
Well,
I can't believe you missed that!
Joseph, your temper...
I'm not gonna lose my temper! There's too much to be done. But I am going to get angry.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, it's not!
Joe's coming back, and he looks mad.
Oh, yeah?
Have you girls seen your old potion pot?
Cauldron? Last time we saw him, he was in the yard.
Not anymore. I guess the old bull decided to go for a stroll.
What? He's never been outside the yard before. He'll get lost. And unlike some cauldrons, he always lets me add bumblebee fuzz. Let's go find our cauldron charmers. Rubies!
The brooms fly into their hands, and then they lift them skyward in a pose. Dad and the magic maker watches the charmers fly out of the door in search of their friend.
Come on, charmers!
Good luck! Ooh, now that is one sleek magic machine.
Dad goes to touch it, but the pot slaps his hand away. The cauldron waddles through town.
Hey, a walking wishing well.
The ogre dips his cup inside cauldron for a refill and then flicks a coin his way.
I wish for a new race car.
Cauldron waddles off, leaving a puddle in its wake.
That there was something so worth it they were willing to do?
I don't know. Maybe. Hey, look!
Gary holds up his hand and the audience sits.
I am proud to stand before you today as a man with some small insight into the poverty on our streets. Do you see this old coat?
Lexi watches closely.
To some, a coat is merely an accessory, a fashion statement. To others, a coat is a form of shelter, a means of survival. This dreary old coat is practically the only offering of kindness I received in the past month. A man literally took it off his back to keep me warm.
The burly man enters the room, throws up his hands, and leaves. Gary drops the coat.
That rag a form of shelter? Never thought of it that way.
Well, there's the first time for everything.
Jack spots Meanie running by.
Hey, come on.
Lexi's dad spots her.
Lexi. Shut it!
You're not going to stop us?
No, I'm not! Now where's the whirl call?
Okay, Joe. Here you...
I want to give it to him. Here!
Here you go.
Bubbly buddy. And why would he waddle away from home? Maybe he didn't feel like it was his home anymore. Well, we're gonna find him and remind him. Let's split up. Leave no place in Charmville unchecked. Cauldron!
The girls veer off in 3 directions. Cauldron waddles up to the pond and immediately Prince Ferg and his frogs take notice. One hops right up into the big pot and jumps inside wanting to play. All of the frogs ribbit their approval and suddenly Cauldron begins to feel slightly less alone. The Charmers and Pets rendezvous.
Any luck? Nope. Sorry. I just wish we could let Cauldron know how much we care about him.
Out on the water, the bell on the red buoy sways. In slow motion, the mermaid surfaces next to the buoy. She gazes at Cody's house. Seen from her point of view, the light in the lighthouse glows. In Cody's room, he sleeps with the book opened on his chest. Next to him, a colorful rotating light pattern projects on a lampshade on his nightstand. The view inches closer to the revolving colors. Everything goes white. A close view shows a rotating lighthouse lamp. In bed, Cody turns on his pillow. Outside his window, a light on top of the buoy glows, casting a long reflection on the water's surface. The view outside his window tilts and becomes air bubbles floating in the vast ocean. Seen in silhouette, Cody swims through the depths. Air bubbles float up from beneath him. He pauses, gazing at a bright light piercing the murk. The light grows larger and blurrier as it moves closer. Cody blinks hard and backs away from the light. The mermaid's silhouette appears and swims toward him.
On a new day, a twin-engine plane lands at a small airport at the base of a mountain range. It taxis along the runway past an assortment of prop planes. With the plane now parked, Michael opens a side door and exits the aircraft. He's clad in a black and white ensemble of fancy boots, slacks adorned with a belt and buckle, a button-down shirt with silver collar tips, and a leather jacket. Sliding on a black cowboy hat, he strides around a wing of the plane to its nose, where an older man with shoulder-length black hair unloads luggage.
Thank you.
Michael waits to be handed his bags, but the man sets them down.
Okay.
As Michael collects his bags and steps away, a guy in a cowboy hat and denim shirt with the sleeves cut off bumps shoulders with him. The guy in denim looks back, eyeing Michael's fancy boots. Smiling sardonically, he tips his tawny wicker cowboy hat at Michael.
Curls a brow when he spots small water droplets lining a path in the grass. He walks up to take a closer look and immediately recognizes his friend's scent. Cauldron looks up at the sound and then starts to waddle off toward it.
What is it, Seven? It kinda looks like...
The girls stare down the trail and start to make out.
Cauldron!
Seven bounds forward and nuzzles against his old friend.
Cauldron! There you are! We're so glad we found you. Never, ever, ever...
Hey, Aunt Jules.
Wow! Look at you! Thanks for coming, Michael. So nice you want to give us a hand.
I'm glad that I could help. Hey, buddy.
Tommy gazes up at him and forces a smile.
Nice boots.
Can't play cowboy without him, right?
Well, I hope you don't mind. We have to make a stop on the way home. We'll just throw you back.
Top Dog Finals, sponsored by Royal Hound Dog Foods. This year's theme, Around the World in 80 Dogs.
Contestants have just 90 seconds to impress the judges with any performance routine. Jessica Rose and her dog, Chi-Chi, are just...
Never run away like that again. You'll always be our favorite Cauldron no matter what.
Cauldron nods okay.
What a sweetheart. We miss you too. That didn't sound glad to see you. That sounded sorta, I'm sick. It is awfully damp around here. Maybe he caught a cold. Aww, the poor thing's got a frog in his throat.
A frog jumps out of Cauldron and hops away.
Better see what else is in there. Looks like there's some other stuff. Say,
Cauldron rumbles and then ejects several toys.
Finishing up next to the display of the Awful Tower.
That's going to bring up this show's two-time defending champions.
That's right, Chuck. It's Preston Price and Jacques.
Holding Jacques, Preston waves from atop a ramp obstacle. Rondell and his mom sit in the audience. Preston descends the ramp as a cameraman films him. Jacques sits at the start of the course.
Okay, go.
A dog show official lowers a flag. Preston holds his hand out as he runs along a line.
Tell him to do something with your mind. Go on, tell him. That was amazing. What'd you tell him?
I told him to do a flip.
Oh, we'll do it again. That's amazing. Do it again.
That was amazing. How'd you learn to control your temper like that?
Let's just say a little bird told me.
Yeah, okay.
At least he tried to, but he was wrong, and I had to figure it out for myself. But I really wish I had those robot legs.
Robot legs?
Man, those things were the best! Imagine the things I could stomp with them!
Joe, everyone's left Joe. Joe, look, I made up the robot legs. They weren't even real.
I thought you never talked. How about some never talking right now, okay?
Our guest today is Lord Wingus Eternum. Can I call you Wingus for short?
Lord Wingus Eternum is short. My true name would begin with a dawn, end with a moon, and ravage your mind like a nightmare.
And how long have you had a rhino on your feet?
It has always been so. My father, Lord Beakwood Q Eternum.
no wonder Cauldron's potion out right. He was all clogged up with Seven's toys. Seven. Okay, Cauldron, a little cleanup and polish, and you'll be making magic better than ever.
Later, Dad finishes the patch job on Cauldron while Mom leads the Magic Maker away.
Come on, Magic Maker. Since Cauldron is feeling better, it's over to my kitchen for you.
That should keep your potions in your pot, Cauldron. Anybody ready to give it a try?
Yeah! Amazing! Cauldron, I need an original potion from scratch. Think you're up for it? Here goes. Cool and white and smooth as silk. Summon up some magic milk.
A saucer of milk floats out of the cauldron and lands near Seven.
Woo! Fantastic!
Seven lets out a loud
Cauldron!
No, he's bored with that. He wants you to play with him.
Here, talk to him, Vicky. Ask him a question.
Like what?
Well, ask him about what we talked about before. Why they returned to the sea.
Okay.
Now, Mrs. P enters the hotel restaurant and slumps into a chair. A waiter approaches her.
Ma'am.
Oh, get me a cold one, Garson.
Right away.
Meanie races downstairs, barreling between a couple on their way up. Pursued by the teens, he tears through the restaurant. Bringing up the rear, Lexi runs into her teacher.
Mr. Walker!
Have you seen Miss Dawson?
Oh, there she is.
Miss Dawson rushes down the stairs, still in her robe. Mr. Walker hurries over.